It's in the game.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Cajun Country in Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Golden Eagles will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Raging Cajuns offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust.
And that ball's free behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, give on the inside. Let's talk for a minute about Southern Miss. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Miss. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Number 65, set to kick it off.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Collins. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Raging Cajuns will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hand off to the single back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got him. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Let's chat for just a moment about Southern Miss. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
He's got an open man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Golden Eagles are on the move.
Timeout, Louisiana.
The Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throwing right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. White wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you've got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds downs just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And the Golden Eagles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have...
Throw to the end zone, picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. And the Raging Cajuns are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Just tried to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run. He'll try it again. Oh, what a move. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. The Raging Cajuns in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Wade. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Caught over the middle. It's Wade. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Collins. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the 1st quarter. We've reached a break. It's Southern Mississippi on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll run play action. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Running into the open space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
White going to attack through the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Complete on the comeback.
And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Carter. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's the handoff. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Wade. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I...
There he goes! And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
29 Philly.
They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Back to pass, it's Collins. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
They'll get this drive going from the 17. White wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's King. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's King. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Raging Cajuns will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Handoff to the single running back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Eagles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. No huddle offense to the line. Trying play action. Looking down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Find some fresh air.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. A strike downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he's wrestled to the ground. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And the Golden Eagles will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the... Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. The Raging Cajuns are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Finds a man on the left. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. They're facing a 3rd down. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Collins. Throws to the wideout. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Got his man in the middle. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Power football with the run. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical, work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Surging forward on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, in 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Southern Miss.
The Golden Eagles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Southern Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Another rushing touchdown. That's not on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Southern Mississippi, 21. Louisiana, 0.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. The pressure is really on to put together a drive here, already down 21-zip. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Here's the pressure. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires deep on the run. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Military stun! Military stun!
The give to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they will score! Touchdown, Louisiana!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Cal is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Berkeley for some time. They're up by 26 over Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long, and under critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Fires to the wideout. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Southern Mississippi, 28. Louisiana, 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jeff.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today, but build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Southern Miss. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The inside handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Collins. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's King. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Here we go.
Now the play fake. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they